This is Dante Williams, and you're watching
Dante's
Boxing Nation.
This is Showtime Sean Porter.
Filipino Flash, Jesse Burns.
This is Al Bernstein. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Hi, I'm Sugar Ray.
Chick Shape.
Sergio the last name
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder,
My name is Gennady Golovkin.
and you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Hi, this is Julian Jackson, and this is Dante Boxing Nation.
This is Julia Jackson, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. All right. Hey, Ward, you represented your country in the Olympics, won the gold medal. You represented your country in the Super Six, you won that. And now they ask you to step up out of your comfort zone to 175. You win your first fight there against the #1 contender. What does it take for an American fight to get the praise that he deserves? Because you were talking about the love that you get out in the UK, and it's beyond the love out here in the States.
You know what? It's I do have an opinion about that, but you know, one thing I'm learning as a young man is that I don't always have to share my opinion. One thing that I'm constantly reminded of is and I have to take myself back to it. And some may understand it, and some may not, and that's okay. Is that whether people give me credit or whether people don't give me credit, God has blessed me with the talent and the gift. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm doing this for Him. And then behind that comes my family. And in the midst of that, some people are going to love me and praise me and give me the respect I deserve. And then it's going to be that element where they don't. But I gotta fight to stay in the middle. I can't get too caught up in the praises, and I can't get too caught up in the criticism. My team came back and was like, oh, they're not, they're tearing your performance down tonight. Man, it's okay. And at 32 years old, I'm maturing to that point where it's okay. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my style. You don't have to like my personality. But I do know that I'm authentic and I'm real. I try to give the fans, I try to give the network that I fight for, I try to give everybody all I have. But some people are not always going to like what you represent. There's a lot of cameras in here. Some people like your website, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? Some people like the way you write, some people don't. But you got to keep writing, right? You got to keep covering the sport, right? So that's what I try to. I don't always get it right. I'm not saying I've mastered it, but that's where I try to fight to stay in that place where it's look like, man, I feel like I should get this, but you know what? It's not about that.
Andre, everyone with that praise will come when the Kovalev fight comes and you get through that?
I think it could be the same scenario we're dealing with now. Because I've had the Kovalev moment, I've had the boogeyman, I've had all of that, I've done that. And sometimes people have short memories, but like I'm over 10 years doing this. So I've had the guys that were, this is the guy, and then we beat him, and it was, I don't know, but I'm not gonna be doing this when I'm 40. Bernard can have that. No parts of it. So I'm just trying to do it to where when it's time, I can look back and say, man, I didn't cheat the sport. I always came in shape. I didn't embarrass the network I fought for. I didn't embarrass my team. I gave it all I had, and when you give it all you had, you can sleep good at night, whether people love it or not.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.